So I'm just going to press the record button on this. So if you can all accept yes that it's going to be recorded. Last time I didn't record it, but that's okay because I was able to download it from YouTube to put, download from Facebook to put onto YouTube, which was easy.
Ah. Oh, I just went blurry. There we go. I thought I had autofocus off.
So what is the watch time? Seeing as you brought it up.
Well, the average watch time is 5 minutes 50 seconds.
Ah, okay.
I didn't even get into game yet.
But then I'm thinking, well, when I check, for example, I only check for like 10 seconds or so, so maybe that drags the average down. But yeah, it is what it is. Hmm?
It does.
Yeah.
It'll be your checking.
But we've had 9 extra subscribers, which is good. So
You do
that's
realize that if you go on there and then you get the cursor and you just move it from the start to the end, that counts as a full watch.
Oh, there you go.
Does it though?
So that's
It does. Yeah.
right. So you know what?
So what you're saying is you've accounted for all of the watches he's getting so excited about.
No.
I saw a comedy skit about like a woman who got her grandchildren to do it for hours to get her
Money.
to become popular.
It has occurred to me that I could just keep it running on my laptop in the background on silent and just run it all the way through.
I just assumed that it would be like based on a user watching it so many times, you know, but
It's
that's
not to
one way
assume
to-
things with
Supposedly
YouTube.
how adopted the algorithms, that still works.
Yeah. So your job over each of these recordings is to just have it playing in the background at some point. Just to get...
No, just like pushing it.
Yeah, or do that. But I'm only shy of being able to monetize the channel by 973 at the moment. 977 subscribers. So 977 more, and yeah, irritating adverts on it.
Just having issues.
Yeah, he just messaged.
What's that?
He's having
Just having
issues. I don't know whether that's mental issues or technical issues, but he's
That's all
having
right.
issues.
That's fine because what we'll do, we'll start at 7 as promised, and then he can come in because. Sorry, let me just reply to that. No probs. Join when sorted. Because we're in a city at the moment, and in theory we've all got jobs. It's like, well, if you can't do the mission, it's maybe because you've got to go and work a shift at the steel mill or something like that. That's that's okay. I mean, all the time we're in Liberty City, that's fine. And then if we're elsewhere, I'll just make up another excuse. That's okay.
Just screwing around with my lighting.
Yeah.
Ate something that was off.
Sorry.
That they ate something that was off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel sick. I can't do my mission.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got the squits.
Oh, I love the dice.
So yeah, I mean, obviously in my new environment for doing these, I'll just, the shed. There we go.
Hey!
So that's why my lighting is better as well because I've got.
But now you're not in your comfy old man chair.
Yeah, there we go.
I just double checked to see if you were in the mushroom shed, but you're not, so it's okay.
No, there wasn't enough space. Interestingly enough, what I decided to do is I've upgraded all my crap that was in this shed. There's now been all the good stuff is now in the mushroom shed, and this is going to be my D&D YouTube going live
Studio. It's your studio.
And it'll be my place for making cheese and stuff like that as well because it's big enough. So.
Cheese studio.
Very
Hey,
nice.
Jezza! Yay!
Yay.
Try it again.
That's okay.
You know.
It's all right. You don't do much anyway, so.
Thanks.
Such good perception we have. Sorry, investigation.
Yeah.
Our perception's great. Our investigation's not great.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that worked very much against me, that.
There was some very crap rolling all around last week, which it'll balance out. There'll be a week where it all goes splendidly, and it'll all be stuff
For
that's
sure.
really important. So.
I think I used up everybody's luck on rolling my character stats
Oh.
today. 'Cause
Oh,
they
really?
were,
Speaking of luck, that's something I completely forgot we had.
Oh, damn it.
That's right. You haven't really needed it so far. So what did I
On
say?
our awesome perception rolls.
Was it a roll of
Wasn't it like 6 plus a D12 or something?
D12 plus 6.
D12.
Yeah, I
plus six.
wrote it down.
So if you all want to do that before we go live, just roll a D12 and add, D12 plus 6, and that'll be your luck pot for this new day.
10. So
10.
16.
So are we starting with 0 at the moment?
Well, you've started a new day, so you get to roll again. So yeah.
Okay.
Any left over at the end of the day
Nice.
does not carry over.
Okay,
New
doesn't
day,
carry
new
over.
lucky.
That's cool.
It's my lucky day.
It is.
Because of my deity, do I get advantage?
Yeah,
I
you
rolled
do.
Quiet.
Two.
They're very quiet.
How many did you get, Wookie?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, so you get 8. That's not bad.
I rolled a 9. I'm doing great
10.
today. Gonna use up all my good rolling skills now and
I
have
rolled a
bad
10.
rolls all day.
You rolled a 10.
I rolled a 10, so I've got 16.
All right.
Names.
And then what did Anais get?
13.
Okay. So look, what will happen is, as and when you feel like you need to push your luck, just ask me at that time, and then I'll explain how that happens. Because it'll be it's not a D&D mechanic, so I'll explain that. I'll try to. And then I've got to try and work out how to pitch this as well. Is 16 not enough? Is it too much? Maybe it's just not your lucky day, literally. So, right, the time is 6:57, so I'm just going to start to live stream on Facebookie. See if that works for us this time.
Oh,
That's a big sigh down the microphone. Glad we all heard.
Haven't slept very well.
Actually, me too, last night.
It's bloody cold. That's part of the reason.
Oh, freezing.
Yeah.
Speaking, I'm going to turn the heater on.
Yeah, temperature has not been great.
So,
Are you in a shed there, Phil?
I am.
Oh, put your background back on, Phil.
Is it cold in there?
I've got a heater on.
Yeah, same. I'm in
It's
my
beautiful.
box, so.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like the Duke of Northam at the moment. All right, so
So is Nice going for the Jack the Ripper vibe, or?
all right, so we should
You
be.
put your microphone close to your mouth.
Yeah, you're a bit on the quiet side.
Are you
Right,
going for
so-
the Jack the Ripper vibe?
That's better.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the Duke of Northam. I'll put my. There we go. I will change my background. Otherwise, I'll get complaints.
Live. Yay.
Oh, there we go. All right. So what we'll do is what we did last week. Just do a few introductions for those joining us. Firstly on Facebook, and then on YouTube later on. I will have Facebook on in the background. I'm not very organised, and I should have done this before. There we go. So if anyone comments and that, we can answer at the time. So my name's Phil. I'm the games master for the Copper Wars. I also play Gregor the bear, 7 foot tall, stupid, but means well, and speaks with a very dodgy Russian accent. I'm going to go to Anais next.
Hi, I am Anais. Well, I play Anais. She's a human bard. She's from the upper echelons of society, and she is very, very persuasive.
Excellent, thank you. I'm going to go to Ikbo next.
Hello, I am Ikor van Kirby. I am a kobold rogue. Smuggling is my trade, and the pleasure is yours to meet me.
Excellent. So you decided not to go with an accent tonight. Perfect.
No.
Excellent. Wookie is next.
Hi, I'm Wookie. I'm the female dwarf, trickster cleric of the bunch. I am sweet and well-meaning, but a little awkward.
Thank you very much. Next, we'll go to Song of the River.
I play Song of the River, the Tabaxi Druid, trying to make her way in an industrialized world. I hope to do a bit better at my role playing this session, because she's supposed to be very blunt, and I'm a polite person, so give it a try.
That's fine. We all need to work on role playing. That's absolutely fine. Next, we'll go to Carswell Thorn.
I'm Carswell Thorn, human fighter. Grew up on the streets. Mercenary, fist for hire. I do things for money.
Excellent. And we won't go to anyone else just yet because there's nobody else in the game. But as soon as they are, I'll go to them.
Rosa, human druid.
No, but you haven't met them yet, have you?
Oh, fine.
No, we have to do things by the rule here. You haven't met this new person.
Okay.
Yes.
There is also someone in the game not present as well.
Yeah.
And
You want
Timber is the fighter wolf, who will be being a typical wolf and kind of trailing the pack from a distance. Which is cool.
And I will be sitting here making no noise and pretending that I don't exist.
Exactly, because I have no idea.
Well
who
done,
you
Harry
are.
Potter.
It's not even role playing now.
Yeah. All right. So the last we left it at the end of chapter 1, you had met with Professor Langstrom, who's giving you a mission to find. Well, it's a 2-part mission. The first part is to find a small metal cylinder. In doing so, it took you to the National Academy of Science in Liberty City, and there you had some fun. Depending on who you are, walking around the grounds, scaring children, looking in a greenhouse. Or just knocking over lots of things and making a general nuisance of yourself. So and then you finished at the end by retiring to the White Hart Inn, which is just across the road. And there you bought some drinks and some snacks, and that's where you've started, I believe, to formulate a plan of what happens next. So before we go much further, and you're all sitting at a corner table, another table is human, female, and I will hand you over to the player who hasn't introduced themselves before.
Hi, I'm Carmon. I will be playing Rosa, a human druid. She's got a bit of a mad scientist vibe going about her. While you guys are in the bar, you will see her off in a distant corner, bushy brown hair kind of pulled up in a messy ponytail, and she's scribbling in a notebook with a mostly full gin and tonic in front of her.
Excellent. Rosa, you see, not that far away from you, adjacent in the nearby corner, is a group, and there is a decent mixture. There appears to be 2 humans, a dwarf, a tabaxi, a kobold, and a large bear who's dressed in normal, common clothes. This seems rather interesting to you, and you do overhear them talking about the National Academy of Science. I will leave that with you.
Yes, so this vial, you got a good look at it?
Who you are?
Well, you offered me a vial, but I believe we're meant to be getting a cylinder, silver cylinder. Yes.
Okay, anyone else apart from the dwarf?
Well, I point to you in a museum. There is a silver kind of metal thing there.
Yes, was that what we are after?
I do not know.
You offered me a drink of some acid in a bottle, and that's how I got confused the first time.
Yeah, that sounds
It is
right.
better. It's better you stay seated, love. You will hurt yourself if you stand up.
The blood will run away from your brain.
Perhaps we could go back to the professor and ask for a more accurate description of the item we are looking for. Perhaps he will have one of these newfangled photographs of it.
We saw it on the poster.
So I think it's the diorama is going to be our best bet. It's going to be this new fusion thing that everyone seems to be impressed
I
with.
agree, but I would like confirmation of this before it is.
It was on the poster that had the question mark, which I questioned.
Who would
So,
confirm?
the cylinder.
Carswell, I give you go to shut her up.
I'm keeping out this one. I did not see.
Two marks to shut her up.
definitely did not see.
But Ikor, who would confirm for you? You say you want confirm. Who?
Professor, perhaps. He sent us
So-
that in the first place.
So wait, let me get right. You want to steal the vial, take to Langstrom to see confirmation before we steal vial. Seems wrong. Kind of seems a bit kind of backward to me.
No, before we steal, we get confirmation. Give him description of what it is.
Ah, okay, that make more sense.
Just to make sure we take the right thing.
Yes.
Did we send a note?
Annette? No, she's not playing.
A note. Send a note. You write things on paper and send it to somebody else to read.
Yes, I do know what mail is.
I see woman at table writing note. Maybe she write note.
What table?
Just over there. Look, behind you.
Hello.
Rosa looks up from her notepad and kind of blinks a bit, and she's like,
Are you
"Hi,
good note?
sure."
Could you write one for us?
Oh dear God. Someone shut the dwarf up.
She kind of picks up her stuff and wanders over. She's like, "What do you need notes for?"
It is nothing. Never mind. Our friend is tired and drunk.
No, she not tired of that. She asked for note. You ask for note, Ikor.
From someone,
I've
you know,
already
one of us, maybe?
cylinder.
What was that? Sorry.
I've already told you it's a silver cylinder. But if you want to write him a note about a liquid.
Wait,
Yeah.
liquids and cylinders? What exactly are you guys doing over here?
Nothing. It's
Research project.
It does
Research
not matter.
project.
Research, you say?
Yes.
Research on what?
It does not concern you.
Well, it,
Some kind of cylinder at the museum.
High five.
to be honest, it kind of concerns her now because we invite over here.
It does now.
Okay, so pull up chair and join us.
She's gonna go grab her drink back off her table and, yeah, pull up a chair next to you guys.
See, this is sensible.
We are a research group drawn together by a common topic. We are all academic, as you can see. Shut up there. And we have become interested in the latest technology of silver cylinders.
Okay, what about these cylinders interests you?
Like,
What are you doing research on? Is it about their efficacy? Is it their power? What are they involved in? Do they increase currency?
Because
What are your aims here?
because we are being paid a lot of money to get one.
Gregor!
It doesn't sound like any researchers I know of.
There is no money involved.
Do I look like researcher?
Yes, you are.
I'm not sure.
Yes.
Well,
We are
this
researching
apparently
some-
involves you now. Your name?
I'm Rosalind Voltaire, or Rosa.
Rosa. I am Song of River. You may call me Song. You
Nice to
seem to
meet
be
you.
part of our group now, as it were. Your notes, they look like science.
Yes, that would be because they are science, as you
Yes.
so eloquently put it.
Science.
what kind of science?
You know, animals, plants,
Ooh.
mixtures of the two.
Another hippie. I had enough. I go to get. Ikor just gets up and goes back to the bar.
Are there drawings like of animals or just like
Yes, there's lots of detailed anatomical diagrams of vivisections and different parts of anatomy with notes scrawled in fairly illegible handwriting.
Mm.
Lots of exclamation marks and like asterisks next to things and arrows joining things together.
Gregor turns to Rosa and says, "Oh, may I look in the book?"
I mean, you guys seem like nice fellows, but this is years of research, and I don't feel comfortable sharing it with people I've just met.
Oh no, don't
Right.
worry.
I'm sure as researchers yourselves, you
No, no.
understand.
No, you misunderstand. I can't read it, but I would look intelligent having with your book in hand.
And he also likes picture books.
Yeah, picture books.
Ah. Well, in that case, and she rifles through her leather satchel and pulls out a sketchbook, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Here you go. You can look at this one."
And Gregor sits back with the book in his hand, kind of facing with his claw, looking very intellectual and academic as what he thinks it means. See,
Rosa.
I now researcher.
Well done, Gregor.
Thank you.
Rosa, as a person of a female traits, I'm assuming you would not be allowed access to the National Academy of Science?
No. She is
Would you be
woman.
interested in gaining access to the Academy?
Why do you think I'm in this godforsaken city?
Look, we have help. We have help, everyone. She can come too.
You, Rosa, said you were asking about the vials. Do you know anything about the vials?
Cylinders, not vials.
Cylinders. It's not common knowledge in the world, is it? Whatever.
No.
These are, no. No. But I'm happy to look into them.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe.
we're looking for one. XPO.
And why do you...
It is 0, not O. O is letter. 0 is number.
Okay. 0. XP 0.
Yeah.
And why are you after this file? What is it supposed to do?
Science stuff.
It does energy stuff.
No, we do not know.
Right.
Have you heard of Professor Langstrom?
Would I... Is that a big name in this city, Phil?
What's that? Sorry?
Would she know Professor
Would my
Langstrom?
character know that
Oh,
name?
you've probably heard of him. Yeah.
Sure. I'm heard of him, not super familiar.
Apparently he's also a great scientist, and something was left behind at the institution and he would like it retrieved for him.
Not permanently, of course, just to help him finish his research. He was the pioneer of this particular kind of research, and he feels that he should have access to his, his invention, his notes. We would, of course, only be temporarily borrowing such an item.
But it would also give you a good look inside the academy.
I believe the professor said that the metal vial was his anyway, and they stole it from him.
Exactly.
So we're just taking it back from him.
Rose is looking at you guys a little bit skeptically. You look down on her page and she just has science stuff, ?
Yeah, that's the extent of our research.
So she kind of looks up and she's like, well, I've been here for a few weeks now and this is the closest lead I've got to getting access to the academy, so I guess I'm in.
Yes.
All we need now is plan.
Ah, yes. How
Well,
are we going to get in?
Rosie, you have a plan?
I've been...
I'm going to jump Rosie on this one and say I propose that we send somebody in who's particularly stealthy to scout the area in advance.
Don't forget, you guys
Ikbo
left
turns
that
up
fire
and
door
just
open.
say this.
By what?
You guys left that fire door open.
That's what I'm asking. I don't know that, but...
Yeah, I don't either, but I'm just saying.
Ikbo returns to the table as Anais says, we need someone stealthy. It's like, you rang?
Oh, yeah.
Perfectly timed, good sir. I'm proposing a reconnaissance mission. Since none of us are particularly subtle, or at least that I'm assuming none of us are particularly subtle, and
Some of you are not, and I glance at Gregor.
These hands were not made for stealth.
No.
Quiet.
I can be a little bit stealthy.
Let's just say that I believe the right tool for the right task, and I'm proposing a reconnaissance task.
I think Ikbo is a tool, so he should go.
I could assist Ikbo. I can make myself pretty stealthy. Say, like a mouse.
The
good idea.
hipster one can join, I suppose.
I can make us stealthy.
The dwarf and the human, they can go be stealthy together somewhere, not where I am.
Rosa, is there any element of science that you are particularly interested in? How can we help you upon your aims?
Well, my interests lie more in the life sciences. But I've heard they've got a lot of specimens from beasts and creatures that are extinct, locked up in the academy that I'd like to get my hands on for she looks a bit shifty, personal reasons.
Flora or fauna?
Both.
Are they carryable? How big are we talking?
I mean,
Ride them.
some of them are carryable. Some of them could be made carryable. Some of them could be made to carry.
They do not need to be whole then.
I mean, she thinks about it for a second. Technically not.
It's easy to do.
Indeed. I did have a good look at their botany section. It's beautiful.
I've heard there's a lot of new species I'd like to get my hands on in this particular area.
Everyone benefits from this.
So, tonight, I'm assuming?
Tonight would be a good start.
In that case,
Works
since you're
for
going
me.
to take the lead on this one, Igbo, what exactly do you need from us?
Space.
Excellent.
That's fine.
Do with the bath. I'm going home.
Are you going to go scout it yourself then?
If you would like to accompany me, I may need some muscle, as it were.
I can do that.
I'm not sure he has muscle, but you know.
So
I mean,
you
seeing as I've been roped into this, I think I'll come along as well.
Ikbo is unsure if your skills are required. Any skills are the part that he emphasizes.
So
Well,
are we-
Ikbo can mind his own business if Ikbo wants
so
my
we
help.
go for a drinking night while Ikbo works, and then we'll come in the next night.
Does anybody have a way of sending messages to each other from a distance, by any chance?
Yes, I can shout.
That would not work well, darling.
Loudly, I can shout.
Not quite that manner.
Oh, okay.
Stealthily, sweets. We need stealthy messages.
Mm-hmm.
I have a way, but it involves a third party, and I think we'd rather avoid that.
Yes. Oh, wait, I think I have a way. Just give me...
Jake, I've prepared myself for that. But I can
If I had
Well, it's only midday now,
Yeah.
so we need to do this under the cover of darkness. So perhaps we could take a rest.
Sure.
Well,
Yeah,
how's about let Ikbo go in first, and then if we want to go in as a group, I can help us all get in really quietly. Or I have a security jacket, and I could go in and pretend to be security.
Because our last reconnaissance didn't quite work. It didn't work.
If we need stealth, I can definitely assist you lot with that.
This is good.
Out of character, Carmon, are you Circle of Land or Circle of Moon?
Circle of Land.
Grasslands?
Yes.
Same.
Nice.
Pass without a trace. We got this.
Ah, so do I.
Super convenient. Cool. We're all.
Okay.
How did you guys not do stealth stuff last session then?
Because I forgot I had it.
I didn't feel
Well
like
done.
Intelligence isn't their strong suit.
Apparently it is, but...
So
Okay.
Gregor stands up and he says, well, I must go. I need to go work. I need to do shift at steel mill.
Okay.
Have a
Are
good
you
evening,
taking-
Gregor.
And you, be safe.
Thank you for your distraction earlier.
Oh yes, it is my pleasure.
If you are insistent upon going as a group into this place, I am not going to attend. I'm not terribly stealthy, but I am going to get some information elsewhere.
Perfect.
What kind of information?
Interesting kinds of information.
Would you care to divulge this?
Later.
There you go.
So what time's it now?
It's just about midday.
Okay, so we're going to reconvene later tonight, and then myself and Ikor are going to head off.
And me. Perhaps, Wookie, you have the security jacket. Maybe you can patrol the grounds while we go in. And let us know if perhaps somebody is about... You mentioned you knew what shift change time was, didn't you? Somebody...
By the way,
somebody did-
Timber is offering if anyone needs a wolf-kind walk-in bodyguard.
I don't know yet. I only have a security jacket for someone around my size. I'm also fairly good at making friends if I have to.
Mm-hmm. So maybe we can have someone on the outside if something goes wrong on the inside.
Yes, so we could maybe Timber could be lookout.
Yes.
Yep. There we go, Sarena. If Timber can wait outside once we've agreed actually what time everyone's gathering and where.
Someone found out what time shift change was. Who was that?
I thought I wrote it down, but I can't find it.
I don't recall a shift change.
Somebody
8 or
talked to
9?
the security guards.
9 o'clock.
Who was it who spoke to the security guards?
Hey.
Because you guys were going to buy him a drink or something. And they were like, nah.
Closes at 4, shifts at 7.
Okay.
They had families, so that they didn't want to come out.
Yeah, and that's when we found out what shift change was, which was probably a good time to try and get in while they're not at their posts and stuff.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that I could come on as like a new security guard. I could even
tonight.
I could even go as a gentleman.
Yes, you try your idea.
Okay.
I say we meet at 6:30 to give us time to prepare just before.
Okay.
Okay.
I would prefer to follow you, Ikbo, and I don't believe I caught your name.
Carswell Thorn.
Yes. Seeing as the consequences of this going horrifically badly could be quite bad for myself, I'd like to have some idea of what you guys are planning and of your skill sets or perhaps lack thereof.
Sure.
So how are we planning to get inside?
Well, I was thinking I could cause a distraction by having a guard help me train to be the new guard, and you can get in that way, can't you?
I have adjusted the locks to one of the fire exits.
Well, that will help.
Perfect.
But was that in the museum or was that in the science building?
The science building for where the diorama is.
That's the museum.
Is that the cylinder? Is that the cylinder we're looking for? The one in the diorama?
Or is that a fake one?
The diorama, but it's in the science building, not in the museum.
The diorama is in the museum.
Yes.
Is that
But
what we're looking for?
Is the cylinder in the diorama just a prop, or is it the one you're looking for?
Who are you asking?
Just a genuine thing.
That's not how D&D works.
Okay.
If you're asking a specific question, you can't ask a general.
Everyone's getting confused. So there was a poster with a question mark on it that had the cylinder in a picture, but that's not. That's in the museum, but that's not where the cylinder is. The cylinder is in the science building.
Somewhere. We don't know where? Okay.
He said that it could be anywhere. It could be in like where they leave all their junk, or it could be in a more important place.
Well, if I make myself a bit more familiar with this item, perhaps he has some diagrams on it, I could perhaps locate this object.
Okay, well then breaking into the museum would be worthwhile then.
Mm-hmm. Once we get in there, I can do that and give us a general direction of where we need to go. Okay, I will need to go see Professor Carswell. I need to just see Professor Carswell and become a bit more familiar with the object, so then I can then find it. Sorry, not Carswell.
Okay, and say he's got his PhD.
Good work, Carswell.
Yeah.
Good work, Carswell. Sorry, Professor Langstrom. Look at his diagrams and stuff, and which I should have done when we were there. If we can retcon that, sure, I've done that, but
Kimber and I at it.
That is why I suggested we go see him as well.
Yes.
I will accompany you, Song.
All right.
So,
and then we will meet up in front of the museum at 6:30?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to take a nap.
Yay.
Good work. Good work.
I'm not sure how this is going to go now because the power's just gone out again.
Yeah, you've
I can still hear
disappeared.
you.
That's good because
I've still got it.
Yeah, I'm just checking. No,
he's turned the lights off.
I've still got it. So, that's okay. Just discuss amongst yourselves for the next couple of minutes, just while I go and sort this out.
Thank you, disembodied voice.
No worries.
So,
Right.
Rosa wanted to come with us to go see Professor. I'm sure you would like to meet a scientist.
Okay. Can I join you as well?
You may.
So what are you planning to achieve by going to the professor?
Once
I want to know what it actually is.
Okay, I have locate object. So if I become a bit more familiar with the object when we're there, I can locate the object, but I need to be familiar with it.
So you're not going to break back into the museum, you're going to go to the professor instead?
Well,
Stage one, yes.
Stage one, I need to become familiar with the object so I can cast said spell to find exactly where it is in the museum.
No,
Science building, sorry. Same spot in the academy. Step 2, go back, cast spell, and break into place where object is, retrieve object, and leave. Simples.
Why do I think it is not going to be that simple?
Sure, that's the plan. Plan doesn't always work, but that's the plan. I can turn into a mouse. I can get into the building that way if we need to, but Ikor can at least get into the museum through the door, but surely there'd be a way between the two.
So if I can distract the guard,
Exactly.
being the new guard, and then Ikor can get into the building, and do you want me to stay outside with, or try to stay outside with the guard, or have him take me on a tour?
That could work.
Just bear in mind there is more than one guard.
But at least she will have eyes on one.
Or I could meet the other guards, and so I would have some idea on where they are. And if you guys come past, I can make a distraction.
Exactly. And
This is not going to end at all well, so I'm going to stay out so that I can get you out of prison when this goes to hell.
Thank you, Anais.
We have Kitty Cat to lockpick, so.
Sure.
And with that in mind, I'm going to bid you adieu. This fabulous self needs to go visit the spa.
Ugh.
Yes.
To rustle when I walk, so I'm obviously very not stealthy, so I'm going to saunter off.
Well done. Right. So all we need now is for our DM to return. Oh, look, we did it. Yay. Everybody wins. We got the item.
Yeah, wait for him to come back and just be like, oh, you're already broken in. We rolled like natural 20s.
Yeah, we did it. We found it. We're good. We're good.
We're good. Mm-hmm.
It was in the science guy's home all along.
The butler did it.
I know.
Hey!
All right. So it seems to be an issue with the power cable. So if it goes out again, I'll just move indoors. That's fine. Did I miss anything?
We already completed your whole
Yeah,
thing, though.
We got the cylinder.
We're done
Got
now.
our 1,000 marks. It's
Wow, that's incredible.
fine. And myself are going to go see Professor Langstrom. Just
I
so,
am following.
yes. Wookie, you're going for a rest. Yes. And we will go visit the professor, and then we'll meet up in front of the academy at 6:30.
Excellent.
Let's
Okay,
go.
so who is going to visit Langstrom?
Myself.
Me.
Oh, pretty much just everybody. Okay,
Except for
so
Wookie.
Wookie
I'm
and
not-
Anais aren't.
okay.
I'm going for a beauty sleep, and then I've got my disguise things back at home.
I went to the day spa.
To where?
Day spa. I'm a lady. I can't be seen doing these things. I've gone to the spa.
She's going to do this thing called a bath. I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Exactly.
you'll be going to the Turkish bath and steam rooms.
That'd be the one.
Yes. Okay, so I'll deal with the Langstromians first. Are you heading straight there from the inn?
Yes.
Yes.
Very well.
Sure.
So, all right. Well, you know where to walk. It'll take you about 20 minutes, I guess. And I let you lead me to what happens next.
We tried the bell and realised it's still broken. Is
Yeah.
the bell still broken?
Yeah.
Just knock instead.
It's inside now, isn't it?
Yeah. At the moment, yeah. The butler opens the door again.
This Willikins.
Greetings.
Wilkins, yeah.
Greetings, sir.
Good
Here to
boy.
see the professor, and I walk in.
Come in then. Okay. He's a bit busy. He's in the workshop at the moment.
Perfect. Let's go.
Well, he gets very particular about who walks in on his experiments and stuff, madam.
If we could borrow 5 minutes of his time, please, good sir.
Well, I need to go and ask him then. So if you just stop kind of heckling me and just take a seat there, which I've been trying to tell you for ever since you got here, I will go and
Very well.
I will go and see if he can be disturbed. And he walks off through the door which you'd previously been in the day before. After a few moments, he comes back and says, "Well, yes, okay. He can make 5 minutes for you if you'd just like to come through."
Perfect.
Thank you, good sir.
Okay. And he takes you through to the small cloakroom where the lab coats are. He says, "I think you know the procedure."
I just pass my cloak to Carswell.
Okay.
Your cloak.
I'll get the little one. You can have the one with the duck on it this time. There you go.
What am I seeing when I'm in
Thank
here?
you.
Oh
And
yeah,
I-
Rosa.
oh,
This is Willikins. This is Rosa.
Oh yeah. Oh hello. Yeah, I didn't see you yesterday. Okay. So you're in a small cloakroom with coat hooks to put your cloak or coat, and you are required to put on a lab coat that's hanging up on the respective pegs. So.
All right. Well, I'll hang up my duster and put on lab coat.
Yep.
I just pull a lab coat out of my bag and put my regular coat into my bag.
Very good.
Yeah, you carry your own with you, of course. Yeah.
Pulling all stuff out of random apparel out of my pockets, take that jacket off, grab my lab coat out, and then put everything into my lab coat pockets and put everything else back in my bag.
Cool. All right. So you've all put on the lab coats. Willikins opens the door for you and you walk in and you see Professor Langstrom is also wearing a lab coat and he seems to be busy at a workbench. He says, "Oh, yes, come in.
Thank you. I enter.
You're welcome.
Professor Langstrom.
Yes.
I need to know more about the cylinder. What does it look like?
Wow,
How
you're-
big is it? Do you have diagrams? I need to be familiar with it before we can get it.
Okay, well, that was a lot there. He sees Rosa. Says, "Oh, a new face from yesterday. This is interesting. Obviously,
This is Rosa.
Oh, hello. Yes, I'm Professor Langstrom, and you are?
Rosa.
I'll be one sec.
Yes.
Rosa Voltaire, and she's kind of looking around, not really paying him much attention, more looking around the lab.
He
What does she
pays you.
see around the lab?
He pays you attention. He says, "Voltaire, one of the Voltaire family."
Oh, yes, one of those.
I say. Well, I must admit, I haven't seen a Voltaire in these parts for a few months. But then, to be fair, I don't travel out very much. So, well, what brings a Voltaire with this ragtag bunch of what's the best word I can use? A ragtag bunch of people.
Well, I would say, just using your words carefully, you may be paying us, but we're also doing your job for you.
Yes, I said a ragtag bunch of people, and you are definitely people. So I think I'm quite safe there. Yes.
Well, I'm here on a research expedition, and these people seem to have goals that are somewhat aligned with mine, at the time being, anyway. Well, so what exactly are you doing here? Looking. What do I see around the lab? What?
There's benches and there's various glassware. There's the smell of ozone in the air. You see large, like, copper pieces of equipment. There's a hum. That's what you see and smell. He says, well, this is actually something we call science, and I'm actually doing science right now before you came and visited.
Yes, but what field of science? Biology, physiology, chemistry, physics, alchemy? What are you doing here?
It's not.
Well, I'm not sure alchemy is really a science, but I suppose
it's a certain subfield. It's still a bit of a philosophical debate, but regardless, what science are you doing?
Well, I suppose it would come under physics. A little bit of chemistry here and there, and so I suppose some grey area stuff that hasn't really got a title yet.
While this discussion's going on, is there just any papers around the lab?
Yeah, there's notes. There's notes.
I'll start pick some up and start reading through them.
I say you don't read through that. That's my personal stuff. You know, I'm asking you to retrieve stuff, not take stuff from me.
This group doesn't seem to understand personal boundaries in research.
Yes, I'm rather surprised that Voltaire would find themselves with such a motley crew.
Well, to be fair, I've only been with them for approximately an hour, so the jury's still out.
Well, if they're not careful, the jury will definitely be in. So why are you here? He's completely forgotten what song we're saying anyway. So.
Cylinder, need to know. See pictures.
Well, I told you last night.
Visual, need more.
Well, I haven't really got a visual of it. I described it in quite decent scientific detail, actually.
You must have some notes of it.
Yeah, notes, but that was generally what I told you about it.
Can
you tell me some information about it? Because as far as I've been told from these guys, it's a silver science column, potentially a silver science bottle. I don't think they're 100% sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure I didn't describe it exactly in that way, but
diagram. Can you draw me a diagram?
Well, yes. Just wait there.
Fantastic.
And I'll do this in real time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it looks like this. It's a cylinder.
It's a battery.
It's a cylinder with
That's AAA.
Yeah, it's.
This guy's inventing a battery.
I've got some AAAs.
Yeah, it's a double A actually. Yeah.
And color. You said 3 inches long.
No, I would say about 3 inches, yes, or about 6 or 7 centimeters for those in metric.
It's a nang.
Yeah, like that.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
There you go. It's pretty much like that. Yes. Can you put that back on my bench now, please?
We found it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost it. It was there all the time.
That should be enough. All going well tonight. You'll see us tomorrow. Okay, bye. And I'm just going to walk away and put out my coat.
That's fine. You can go. I'll say to the others though. I'll direct it to Rosa because clearly she's intelligent. It's like it's a silvery color. It's probably a bit heavier than you would expect for an object that size, and it's probably slightly warm.
She's writing down notes in her notebook at that. And can I take this? And she goes to take the diagram off of him.
Yes, you can have the diagram. You want to sign autograph it for you?
I think you need to improve your technical drawing a little bit before you'll be autographing this. Where's the scale? Where are your units of measurement? You have double A, like 2 A's written here, but there's no legend telling us what that stands for.
Should be
It's not a common abbreviation.
Ah, yes, you're quite right. Hold on.
Not a common abbreviation where I come from. You call yourself a scientist?
Now, steady on, dear lady. I'm not. I don't believe you should be even in the sciences.
Oh, hush. There you go.
Now, I would just like to point out, for the sake of interest, that the actual silver object doesn't have anything printed on the side. I'm just doing this because you complained.
I'm also complaining because that one says ZP0. We were told XP0.
Oh, shit.
No, it should be ZP0. I'm sure I said that. I'm definitely sure I said ZP0.
Roll me persuasion.
Certainly. I will. About 15-ish.
Yeah, it's definitely X.
No. It's definitely 0. And
I will change my notes then.
Yeah, you all wrote it down wrong when I said an X. You knew I meant Z.
Question mark there. We saw this cylinder in a diagram, diorama in the museum on display for everyone. That would be too common, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be more securely located?
I honestly don't know. I don't know what they intended to do with it after all.
I pop my head back in. Is that what you saw in the diorama?
Who are you asking?
Ikbo, because I didn't see the diorama.
Yes.
There we go.
That picture was in diorama.
Don't even need my spell. Let's go.
I think she's rather brusque, isn't she?
I think she's in a hurry to have catnap.
Well,
yeah, I'll just leave and go back to my.
She's gone again.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else I can help you with? I'm rather busy.
No, that will be all. Thank you, good sir. Thank you for your time.
Well, I bid you a good day.
I exit.
Yep. He kind of ushers you out. Rosa, you leaving?
Come with us, Rosa.
She kind of takes one last look over the lab. Nothing else stands out.
Not really. I mean, there's probably weeks and weeks worth of stuff that you could read had you had the time. This is quite a well-equipped laboratory, and there certainly seems to be plenty of journals.
I'll be back.
Any of those within swiping range?
You can certainly try and swipe on your way out. You can roll, because you're a druid, so you can roll sleight of hand with disadvantage.
Why with disadvantage?
Are you a rogue? Are you in plain sight of the professor?
I mean, he's ushering everyone out. I'll come in kind of behind them, so while his attention is trying to get those guys out of the room.
You see, you're falling into the trap where you're questioning the dungeon master.
Fine, at disadvantage it is.
There we go. Almost like playing on a Sunday.
I mean, he says ushering everyone out, not just us.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming he'd want the female out of the room.
Yeah, that is a 10 on attempting to swipe one of his notebooks.
Okay, I will roll a perception. I rolled a 14, so hey, what are you doing, Voltaire? Leave that stuff alone. That's not yours. Go on, shoot. Ow.
I just wanted to have a read, see what you're up to, seeing as I don't.
Oh.
I want to learn more about what you're doing here.
Good golly gosh, you questioned my ability as a scientist. Well, you would know as a scientist, you don't go pilch and filch other people's notes. Good Lord.
I mean, I'm borrowing them. The whole point of science is for us to learn off each other.
Goodbye, madam. Goodbye.
As you say this, Ikbo's still got the notes from before, just casually reading them.
Yeah, and you can put those down as well. What's going on? Come on.
I'm
Off you
trying to
go.
learn. I'm trying to learn.
Okay, that's very good. Go to the library. Leave my
While
stuff.
this is all happening, I've put the lab coat back and I'm putting on my duster and I'm just smiling.
I'll hand the notes straight back to Professor Langstrom.
Yes, thank you. And you dust them down, see if there's any stains or smears on them.
There won't be.
No, it doesn't stop you from checking. Okay, is everyone left now, or,
Yes.
or does Rosa want to become a full-time criminal?
Well, I'd say we were at the
I'm
front
going to
of the
stick with
building.
part-time criminal for now.
Yeah, part-time and ineffective criminal, if I just may say.
I shall teach you the ways.
Yeah. All right, so you go back out. Presumably, you change out the lab coats back into your day clothes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have to ask someone to hand me my robe. I cannot reach.
Oh
Well, yeah, that's right. I'll grab it down for you and I'll pass it to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Do you guys want to do anything between now and when you meet up again?
Ikbo will be going to the museum just to make sure that he can get through the door still.
Okay. So does anybody else want to do anything particularly, or can I just focus on the Ikbo?
No, I'm good. I'm just going to go back to the tavern and have a couple of drinks.
All right. Okay. I'll
Yeah,
get back to you.
I
I'll get back to your Constitution saving throw later.
Okay.
So Ikbo, you make your way to the gardens of the National Academy of Science.
There's no lunatic running around with weapons everywhere.
No. Thankfully, they've been cleared away. So yes.
Yep.
What would you like to do?
I would like to go up the stairs to where that fire exit was that I altered the locks with, and I would like to make sure that it's still tampered with and able to access.
Yep, it still appears to be slightly ajar. It certainly seems to be openable.
Oh,
Yep.
am I there too?
No. We assumed you wouldn't. Either. I mean, I know that Carswell's gone back to the tavern or the inn, and if you wanted to go anywhere else or go back to your lodgings, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if the door's still ajar, I'm just going to walk back down the stairs and go back to my shop and go back to work, as it were.
Yep. Okay. Now, Anais and Wookie, because I can't see you at the moment. Can you hear me?
Yep. Game
Okay.
on.
Hey.
Okay. So, are you happy for us to now meet at 6:30, as previously agreed?
Is it 6 now?
That's what I'm asking. Are you happy for me to fast forward to 6:30?
Yeah, I'll be doing in just a minute.
Okay, that's fine.
And I'll just need 2 minutes if you don't mind. I'm just wrapping something up.
Yep, that's fine. So that's okay. So what we'll do, using the power of technology, Wookie and Ace, you will get there slightly late. You were held up, but Rosa, Ikbo, Carswell, and Song, you can meet just outside the front of the garden. So you're still basically on the pavement of the National Academy, and it's 6:30.
Okay. How long does this last? An hour.
Has anyone seen the other small one, the dwarf one?
Wookie?
Yes, Wookie.
No, not yet.
I'm
She
sure
has the uniform. If she does not turn up soon, she's going to miss the changeover.
And is Anais joining us on this, or is she staying? No, that's right. She's staying out of this one.
She said she was staying out of it.
Who's this?
She's a lady.
Anais.
I won't be joining them in the reconnaissance element. However, I am prepared to, I wouldn't say stand watch, but be on hand to get them out of prison when required.
Yeah, and we'll say for exposition point of view that Timber's also joined the group as well, and he said he's prepared to obviously prowl the grounds as lookout for you.
That would be appreciated, Timber. Thank you. Is Gregor still working, or is he?
Gregor's working at the steel mill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wookie has arrived.
So you see a male dwarf in in the security coat walk up towards the building of science.
Ikbo, is it changeover already?
It It does not appear to be. I thought we were still early.
Hmm.
I do not recall seeing this man on my rounds either.
Do I see you guys?
Probably
Would you
we're
be
just like standing around.
They'd be hard to miss.
In a way that I would be able to notice you.
So we're pretty obvious.
Well, you'd recognise them.
You're not trying to be subtle yet. So I just walk straight over to you, waving.
Oh. What? Can you see this is a group of people trying to just have a discussion?
Yeah, we're having a discussion. Like,
Who
Okay.
are you?
So if you could leave us alone, please, good sir. I'm sure you have work to go
Shoo.
do. I'm sure you have work to go do.
it's Wookie.
Oh,
I'm going to need Wookie to do me a roll.
Mm-hmm.
And
So I have cast. Left my phone out there. Oh no, here's it is. I have cast Disguise Self on myself.
yep. That's not flawless. That's not.
Wait a sec, I'm bringing it up.
So as soon as you say, hi, I'm Wookie, it's in your voice and everything. So it's like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah.
from,
like-
from memory,
I've got to put on a voice. I just for an hour, I have turned myself into. It's not like wildly different. I look like a dwarf, so if you touched me, I would still be like theoretically the same height and all that.
but your beard wouldn't be there.
Hey,
Your beard wouldn't be there.
no. Like I may have had some stuff back at home to make it a little bit more real by having I've got my own disguise. I've got a male version of myself that if I want to do something that girls probably aren't allowed, I've got a kit at home to help me make it more.
So,
Hence me needing to go home for a nap.
So can I just ask then, with Disguise Self, presumably there's rules about people trying to see through the disguise? Would you like to inform me about that?
Investigation.
If
check,
someone
I
went to
believe.
touch your beard, they wouldn't feel it.
Yeah, investigation check against your spell save DC,
Which is?
which is
25.
7 from memory. No, spell 15.
Okay. All right. We will go with that then. Okay, so
But I would have gone home to put on a disguise kit as well to beef up on the realism of it because I had time to do so. So I don't know if I would get a slight boon for that. Up to you.
And just to make sure, I'm going to cast it anyway. I'm going to cast Locate Object.
okay.
But I've only got this for an hour.
I would wait until we're inside song.
Oh, I can. It's within 1,000 feet, so. We'd be like, oh, it's there.
The right building then.
That I would have cast this as I come onto the grounds. I would have kind of already put on some of my personal disguise stuff. But I would have amped it up as I hit the grounds for the science area.
So I need to ask Song something. With regards to Locate Object, you have to name an object you are familiar with.
That is familiar to you. That's what I was trying to get a little bit more information about.
Yeah, so you need to try and convince me because at the moment I don't think you're familiar with that object. You've seen a picture and he's described it, but I'm not sure that makes you familiar because you've never actually seen that object before.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I'm willing to be persuaded if you wish.
Could I do some kind of intelligence check or
Against the DM?
investigation? No, on the object, how much I would have actually taken in from just a diagram.
Sure. I tell you what.
Don't forget your luck.
Let's use history. You can roll me a history check.
Oh gosh. Straight roll. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's plus 0.
19!
Yeah.
I'd still throw some luck on that just to make sure.
You reckon? Okay, let's chuck 5 luck on there as well.
And I'll just explain to the viewers at home that luck is not a mechanic that you normally find in 5th edition D&D. It's a mechanic that I've cherry-picked from Call of Cthulhu. And basically, every player at the start of each game day gets to roll a d12 and add 6 to it, and that creates a luck pool. So if somebody is rolled particularly badly and they want to push their luck, they can add any number of points that are available in their pool. When they're gone, and they won't renew until sunrise the next day. So I'm sure we'll hear of luck a bit more often.
So
Okay.
if I choose to
River?
spend 5 luck on this
Just-
roll to beef it up to 24.
Yep.
It also, for locate object, it also says the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon.
Very
So-
specific though, yeah, so I'm not sure if it would.
Yeah, this would come under a unique item. So,
Okay.
but with 24, I will allow you to use locate object. That
Yes.
seems only fair.
Okay, so that pings within 1,000 feet. So would I know it's in
Better go
the
if it's coming back
museum
from his
part?
lab.
Is it in the museum part?
It's in the museum part, yeah.
Okay, it's the one, guys.
At least it's not back in Professor's lab. That would be annoying.
It's like, yeah, I just like locate the drawing.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's 7 o'clock now in the evening.
Let's go.
It is your time to shine, Mr. Dwarf. Go do your thing.
I walk up proudly.
I'm going to go to the door that I've left ajar.
I'm going to turn into a mouse and climb up on Ikbo's shoulder.
Well, we're gonna split. Okay, I was gonna say we're gonna split the party so many different directions. Okay, so, all right. So Song is with Ikbo. Yep. And Wookie, where are you walking up proudly to?
I'm going to the front of the. Oh well, I guess it's a bit early. I guess like I would be waiting till they're ready to infiltrate the science building.
Yep. So what time is the hand over?
7.
Handover is. Oh, I guess like I'd have to go up now then. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to the front of the. Do we have a better word than science building? I'm calling it science building all the time.
It's effectively into 2 parts. One is the museum part, and one is the Academy of Science part.
Academy of Science. So I'm going up to the Academy of Science.
Okay. Yep.
And is there a security guard at the front door?
There appears to be there's like a little wooden box where there appears to be a security guard seated in there. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm headed up towards him.
Cool.
I'm going to go with Ikbo and River
Carswell.
and Carswell. Can I cast the Pass Without a Trace on us?
If you want to. Yeah.
Cool. For the next hour, everyone within 30, like party members within 30 feet of me, have a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks
Boom.
and can't be tracked except by magical means.
Okay. So just to clarify, Rosa is with Ikbo and Song and Carswell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're making your way around to the fire escape.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Super stealthily.
We don't know that yet.
Yeah. I'll allow you to get to the fire escape. There's nobody else in the grounds of the building. So.
Yep. Then I'll try the door to make sure it opens.
It appears that you can open the door.
Yep.
Ikbo, do you want me in there with you, or do you want me to wait at this door?
I know exactly
This
what's
is too
going to happen.
easy.
I know exactly what's going to happen as soon as I open the door,
That's a face.
but I can't metagame, so Ikbo would just open the door.
Okay. The door opens.
Oh, nothing happens.
The door opens.
Okay. I
We should
inside.
all be stealthy, guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ikbo pokes his head around.
The room is in darkness.
Shit.
Being
but
nighttime.
Yeah. No, but Mouse has dark vision, so I'm trusting Song to be the
Oh,
eyes.
you're doing that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm human, so
I've seen this
There's
movie.
no such thing as dark vision in this realm anyway.
Yeah, dark vision I scrapped anyway. So the mouse can still have it because it's part of its beastie traits.
Yeah. So I just listen. I just speak to my shoulder where Song's sitting and be like, "I cannot see. You are the eyes."
I can't communicate with you.
Can I roll for stealth? Because I don't think there's any point having that buff if we don't actually use it.
Or
do you need us to roll?
If you will get +10 anyway, I don't think there's any point me getting you to roll because,
I have 18 before I roll.
Yeah, so it's like,
awesome, cool. That makes it much easier, yeah.
Yeah, because you've got that +10, I'm just going to roll with it, at least for now, that nobody detects you.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the group there, and I'm going to go to Wookie.
Okay. So I've gone up to the guard.
Yep, and the guard is a tall male elf, it would appear. He's wearing the same uniform as you have. He wears a smart hat, which you don't have, and he has a name badge on his right breast pocket that says Valoran.
Oh, by the way, I'd taken off the badge that was on the jacket.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
And I stick out my hand. And hi, I'm Ivan. I'm the new guy.
Okay, I wasn't expecting a new guy today.
Yeah, there's been some break-ins lately, and they said that they.
Where's there been break-ins? Where?
Oh, there was a couple of bars in the area.
Okay. All right, not break-ins.
So it was just local. It wasn't necessarily like fancy buildings like this, but they thought just to have another person around.
You have much experience of being security?
Well, a little bit. They trusted me. I went to the interview. It was a bit fast, but they said I shipped up enough. I've done some security work before, some traveling, not here. I'm kind of new in town.
Okay, and you have magical skills?
Oh, a little bit. Get it from my mum's side.
All right. Well, we'll have to work on that because some of us. And he just pulls his jacket to one side, and you can see stowed in a holster there's a wand. He says it's always useful to have magic users when you're on a gig like this.
Oh, what kind of wands do they give you here?
Well, we don't give them straight away. You have to earn yours. So.
Oh no, I understand. I was told to come in, be shown around the place, get familiar. I'm not here for my first shift yet. This is just a bit of an introduction, meet a couple of the guys.
Okay. All right. I think it's about time Wookie rolled me a persuasion on all of this.
All right.
I love it.
So it's a 6, but I have positive persuasion. I believe I have a plus. I have a +2.
So that's 8.
Yes.
I will. So Valoran will roll insight. That seems only fair. Because he's not expecting anyone. So, he rolled a 9. So basically, although it's a higher number than you, it's not really that much higher. So it's like, well, it would have been good if head office could have told us we had somebody new starting to just have a look around. But I suppose we can fit you in. It's going to be a quiet night, like literally.
Yeah. It's just an introduction. Get me the lay of the land. I'm not to be left by myself. That was my
No. You won't get left on your own. Yeah, it's more than my job's worth.
I'd like to meet the guys, get a lay of the land, and point out anything that I should know to keep an eye on when it comes to my first shift. Just getting a feel for the place.
Rightio. All right. Come on then. Let's go inside. And he gets his keys out and he unlocks the main front door, which is like, it's like 6.5 foot, 7 foot wide and about 10 foot tall. It's massive. It's a very formal entrance. And you walk inside and it's very echoey and it's very dark. There's a couple of little oil lamps dotted around, so it's not pitch black. And it's like a great big sort of marble floored atrium. It's very finely decorated in the Gothic style, one would say. So I'm going to leave you two in the atrium, and I'm going to go back to the other group.
One before we move on. So do you get many visitors here? Do you get those sciencey dudes that come in at night and just don't seem to understand how a cycle of the day works?
Oh yeah. There'll be offices here. There'll be offices and laboratories where these people are working. Yeah, that's fine. They can come and go as they please. They've got their credentials, so that's fine.
Right.
And it's best not to disturb them either, because some of the stuff that these guys do will make your hair stand on end. And I'm talking literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they not like conversation or off in their head worlds?
They tend to be a very introverted bunch, these scientists. Yeah.
Fair enough. Lead the way.
Yeah, and I do that, and I'm going to go back to the group that's sneaking into the museum.
And I'm going to take a word out of Wookie's book and say the song, "Lead the way."
So presumably, because this museum is pretty dark at the moment, whilst Song can see around and she can see you, you now can't see Song if she goes.
Yeah.
She's sitting. Yeah, she's sitting on Ikbo's shoulders. Right?
Yeah, at the moment.
All right, cool. So how's she going to tell you which way to go?
I'm hoping she's going to tap on my shoulder.
With a very tiny little mouse paw.
One squeak for yes, two squeaks for no.
The ratatouille thing and like pull his hair.
Okay, I'm going to climb up on his head. Yeah, grab a couple of tufts of his hair.
I don't have hair, but I've got 2 horns.
Okay, grab onto your little horns. I'm sure you got some little like tiny hairs, like chest hair type things on your head. No? Horns then.
Like kobolds.
You
Throw
feel
on
it is.
Oh, like, yeah. Right and left.
Okay, so
And
Song's
pull back for stuff.
by haptic means. So, okay, what happens next?
I'm being directed towards where the cylinder is.
Yeah.
The diorama room by Song steering me by the horns.
Wall there, right, left.
Okay, so you get to the diorama case, and it's a diorama in a case.
And I've still got locate object going, and is that pinging now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna crawl down, go back to myself, and then I am going to cast, where is it? Cast Dark Vision on Ikbo.
Yep, okay. Yeah, that works.
This is new. How do you do this? Never mind. That's not important. That's not important. I'll be looking towards where they opened the exhibit.
I can't see now, though. However,
so you transformed back into Song before you did that. Then you cast a spell.
Yeah, because I don't think I can cast spells in.
Yeah,
my
that's what I was going to ask.
shape.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'll be looking around the exhibit for how they get it in and out.
Okay, so one of the thin ends, there's a door with a lock, and it's made of glass as well.
Yep, I will be attempting to pick the lock.
Please do.
That'll be a 17.
Yep, that's fine. So after about 10 seconds, you hear a click.
Yep, I'll undo the lock. Open the door, put my hand in, grab the cylinder, and then lock it back up again as quickly as possible.
Okay. So Song is working with Ikbo, so that's Rosa and Carswell. Rosa and Carswell, you can roll me a perception, please.
No problemo.
To be the devil's advocate, like in dark vision.
It's perception with disadvantage because you can't see.
Okay, no worries. Oh, damn. 7.
Yeah.
They were both 10s, but I get +7 to perception, so that's a 17.
All right. So as Ikbo is working on the lock and Song is, I guess, standing next to him.
Yeah, I'm standing by him with like my hand on him.
Rosa does, but Carswell doesn't. You hear footsteps from where would be the front of the building, so out of the current exhibit into more the front of the museum.
How far away do they sound?
They probably get to you in about 30 seconds.
And do they sound like they're hurrying or just like regular walking?
Just regular walking.
Cool. I'm going to whisper this information to the others.
Yep, that's fine.
And suggest we get out of sight.
I have what we came for. It is time to leave.
You haven't been in the place yet. You've only just unlocked the door.
Okay, well, I thought I said I was going to do that. Yeah, so I'll open the door, put my hand in, grab the...
Well, you have to... I mean, it's so the file that's been held by the mannequin is probably about 6 foot into the diorama. So you can't you have to walk in and get it.
Okay, I'll do that then.
And how are you going to reach it?
Oh, because it's up high?
Yeah.
I've got my hand on your shoulder, so...
Kind of holding it up like that.
I'll whisper, where is it?
Like that. Yeah.
I was going to climb the mannequin.
You're going to climb the mannequin. You could just like, I could give you a boost if you want.
No, he's going to climb it. That's fine. Do me an acrobatics then.
That's a natural 20 with +5.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well done.
Fine. You climb up deftly.
The coolest thing none of us can see.
You might, yeah.
Please tell me somebody saw that, because I would not be doing it again.
Did you get it?
I think I've got it. And I'll quickly put it into my pocket.
Yep.
And then climb back down.
Okay. So I'm just gonna sort of paint the picture as you probably won't get out the case again and get out into the exterior of the building before the security guard comes in the room. Because obviously you had to climb up the mannequin, take it, then put it in your pocket, and put that down again. So I'm just advising you probably need to come up with a kind of a plan.
Hide behind the mannequin and I will turn into a mouse again.
And the other two will just pretend not to be there.
Or hide behind something if there is anything we can hide behind.
I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to find this like a dark corner of the room
the whole room's a dark corner.
stand in. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna find like an extra dark corner and like crouch down.
Can we see light from where they're coming from?
Some light is coming, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna take the cylinder out and give it to Song, who's a mouse. Is she able to?
Oh, before I turn into a mouse, if you pass me the cylinder, when I turn into a mouse, it's gone.
Really? Is that how it works? That's broken.
Well, we didn't discuss it before. Sometimes it ends up merging with you. It ends up dropping off. Look, I don't know.
To be honest, I just want to see the mouse holding the cylinder running out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would have been too big for the mouse to carry.
Okay, I'll do it the other way then.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to
mouse.
So Ikbo, I'm going to do this in order. Ikbo, what are you doing?
I'm giving the cylinder to
So
Song.
in terms of secreting yourself.
I would just be trying to get out as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Actually, I cannot.
I can't really pretend to be a mannequin.
No. And Rosa, so I'm basically giving everyone one before somebody comes into the room.
I don't think I can change shape if I'm casting a spell that requires concentration.
You can. You can.
And keep the spell going?
Yep, it doesn't break your concentration.
Okay, in that case, I will also turn into a mouse.
Oh my god.
Well, I don't have that luxury, so I'm just going to crouch down in the dark and hope.
Hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Okay.
And join in the mouse infestation that's apparently happening. in this
I'm going to assume I've at least found something that I can kind of like crouch behind, sort of thing.
I'm not sure how you would because it's completely dark in there.
I've just kind of reached out until I've touched something, and
Well, that sounds like an awful temptation for you to roll a d20 and
Knock
roll
something
me-
over.
Roll me
Oh.
stealth. Roll me stealth, old chap.
You get a +10.
16, 20.
All right, so you don't knock anything over. I would allow you to find something. You don't know what it is, but you've found something. You got there without.
I'm hoping it's big enough to cover myself.
Well, let's find out. I think everyone's had their kind of go-ish. In walks a security guard, very tall and very broad across the beam. He's carrying a lantern in one hand, and he's resting his other hand on what appears to be a large kind of club, kind of weapon. His jacket seems comically too small for him, and he's got a hat that seems like a bit like a pea on a drum. And he is it appears to be a half orc, and he has a name tag that says Ringo.
Ringo?
Ringo, yeah.
So it's part of the Beatles.
So Ringo is going to roll for perception.
Bingo sounds like a bard to me.
I know, right? Don't ask him to sing though. So he rolls a 3, so he hasn't seen anyone at this time. So you guys, you can choose what you do next, and I will go in order. So Rosa, what would you like to do?
Give me more information on what this is. There anything super interesting about this guy? Does he just look kind of like a security guard?
He looks like a security guard who is half orc.
Okay, cool. So assuming there's nothing super weird about him, I'm just going to continue to stay crouched down as a mouse.
Whereabouts are you crouched down?
At the base of the diorama case, I guess.
Okay, cool.
I'm staying very still.
Yeah.
I'm pretending that I don't exist.
Okay. Ikbo.
Can I see what the guard looks like? Is he close enough for that?
Yeah, sure.
Have I seen him before in my travels?
You have not seen him before in your travels, no.
Okay.
Just to let you know, my power's obviously gone off again. That's why you can't see me. So
Having a great day, aren't you?
I know it's been freaking awesome. I can't even find my mouse here. I see. This is what happens when you're in dark. I can't see the mouse.
No
Nor
dark
can
vision.
he.
That's the whole point.
I know, right? So what I'm going to do is I've got enough charge on my laptop, hopefully to see this through. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of cut tonight a bit short because I'm just battling the elements at the moment, and I'd rather just get a decent to complete this museum heist. And then
Excuses.
I know, right? I know. Who'd have thought I needed electricity?
Phil, can you hotspot from your phone?
The problem is I'm using battery whichever way on my laptop and also my phone as well. So
Yeah. You're having
the
trouble.
only reason you can't see me is because obviously it's on power saving mode, so that will turn off. But you know.
Oh, okay.
But you don't need to see me. You know what I look like. I don't add anything to the experience, frankly.
Well, let's get this done before we lose Phil completely.
Yep. So yeah, Ikbo, what were you doing? Sorry, before we were so rudely.
I was looking at the guard to see if I've seen him before.
You don't recognise him, no.
No, so I was going to try and slowly make my way, just try and get outside the exhibit, the enclosure.
Okay. So.
Obviously being stealthy.
Yeah. Now, see, the problem, the question I have is, I know that obviously there's a 30-foot. Is it a 30-foot radius for
The bonus, yeah.
Yeah. So
let me bring up this. I mean, if he's moving while someone's actively looking, maybe keep the bonus but roll with disadvantage.
So what happens if Ringo walks into your 30-foot?
It's people I choose,
Yeah.
Right. Sure.
but I choose anyone in the party who's within my 30-foot
Okay.
radius.
That's fine. Yeah, no worries. So I'm just trying to think of the dimensions. I think where you are, because you're by the boards of the diorama, aren't you, Rosa?
Yeah, I'm kind of down by the base of the case or whatever it's in.
Okay. So I mean, Igbo, if you're making your way to the exit, you will get most of the way, but the 30-foot runs out before you get to the door.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So my hope is that I get outside the exhibit and before I am noticed. That's my hope.
Okay, so look, you can make a. I'm going to say you can get within 10 foot of the door before you lose that +10 on stealth.
Yep, that's it.
So do you want to make a dash for the door? Is it or?
Yeah, basically it's trying to get outside the exhibit before I'm noticed. Because that way I'm not looking like I'm definitely robbing the place.
Yes, because running from the place.
So,
No, I'm not running out.
Is...
Once I get outside the exhibit, I can
Swiftly
hopefully
moving.
talk my way out of it. But
So what I'm going to do then, how I'm going to rule this is that you can roll for stealth, but what I'm going to do, because there's a light source in the room now and you're moving, you can roll with disadvantage.
Yep. Okay, so that's disadvantage is a 6, plus 8 stealth is 14. I'm going to spend.
And you get your plus. Oh, is this after the plus? That's
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm outside the
Yeah, never mind.
zone, but I'm going to spend. What's that? 8, 6, 14. I'm going to spend 6 luck to make it a nice unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. So okay, I'm going to get. I'm going to roll for Ringo, and he would need to get a natural 20 to even equal it. So, and he doesn't. He rolls a 7, so he doesn't see you leave.
Yep.
So you've made it safely out. Well done.
I'm on his shoulder, right?
No, you didn't say he was on your shoulder. No?
Yeah, I turned back into a mouse and went on his shoulder again.
Okay, all right, I'll allow it. So that leaves Rosa, who is a mouse, and Carswell, who's presumably crouching down and hasn't been seen at the moment. So I will get Carswell to roll for stealth again, please.
I put my finger up to my shoulder for a high five from the mouse.
Is this disadvantage as well?
No.
Just double stealth.
Yeah, you get the +10 on it as well. So.
Okay. And my stealth's also +4. Okay.
Yeah, but you
So
only
just
get
don't roll in that one.
you don't stack your stealth on a +10. You get your stealth and you get a +10, so you don't get +4.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, okay, yeah. 16. What's that? 26.
Yep. So Ringo's not going to bother to roll. He won't see you. So you're still crouched there, but he hasn't seen you. And Rosa, what would you like to do?
I'm going to wait till the guard passes because I want to look around other parts of the museum.
Yeah, you might have to say that again because you just majorly. Okay, you might have to say that all again because I did not hear a word of that.
Robot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
your screen's
Is it
frozen.
my volume good now?
I can hear you now.
Yay.
Yeah.
There you
Can you
are.
hear me there?
Yeah, you're back.
Okay, cool. Sorry, that's Australian broadband for you.
I know, right? So quick, say it before it blows up.
And it broke again. Oh, wait, there you are.
Cool. So I am just going to wait because I wanted to look for some specimens and stuff once these guys have what they're after. So I'm planning on waiting around until the guards pass to go into other parts of the building we're in.
Yep. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. So Ringo kind of is doing a slow circle of the room, and I'm going to get Carswell to do a stealth check. Now he's walking towards you, so I'm just going to roll. Just do a straight stealth check this time. You haven't got the +10.
Am I able to just slowly shuffle to the other side of?
If you want to slowly shuffle, you can do a stealth check with disadvantage.
I will.
Okay, good choice. I like it.
Two 14s.
2 14.
Yeah. So I'm gonna add 5 for my luck, which puts me at 19.
Oh, great! That keeps Ringo in the game. See if he rolls a natural 20. Hold on.
Go, Ringo.
Wow, he rolled an 18. Can you believe it?
Ooh.
Good thing you used that luck.
Right. Just for 2 minutes, I want you to talk amongst yourselves while I see if I can get some light back. Won't be a minute.
Right.
I'm liking this luck thing. This is good. It allows you to think a little bit on what you're going to do.
But we're smashing out all this luck on just breaking into a museum. Imagine in
I'm down
a
to 8.
full-blown battle encounter.
I
You
haven't
gotta
used
use it
any yet.
wisely.
What is this combat you speak of? I'm not going to take part in any of this. Ikor likes living.
Run away.
That's what you say
run
now.
away.
I'm going to keep saying it. I will avoid combat as much as possible.
I'm not even there, so I'm clearly doing an exemplary job.
Yeah, you keep holding the fort. Is it cold outside, Timber?
Oh, poor Timber. And Wookie's having a grand old time.
Yeah,
Having a tour of the sides building.
I still need to find
Considering a career change, before we know it, she's going to leave us and become a security guard.
Yeah, like, I've got to constantly keep up an active, like, being a man, but yeah, no, I can make it work. Practice my disguise kit stuff. And
If you've seen the latest Jumanji and you saw Jack Black, you'd understand how much fun that is to pretend to be a man.
Okay, alas, I can't get the power working again, so we'll stick to Plan D. That's fine.
I mean, not being able to see your face is doing wonders for my nausea, so.
Oh,
God,
gosh.
And it was great because Rosa was meant to be a long-term character, but clearly she's going to die soon.
Oh no! The guard
she's not
steps
next
on
to me.
her with her 1 hit point, and she turns back into a human.
Yeah.
after she rolled so well.
Okay, so Ikbo and Song are outside. Carswell's cowering in the shadows, and Rosa is apparently just waiting there because she wants to go on a further exploration of the museum. That's bold.
What's Wookie doing?
Yeah, what's Wookie doing?
I want to know about Anais' bath.
It's a very long.
It's really nice. I've got the nicest soaks. I'm just sitting there chilling.
I want details. Like, you got pictures?
I've also got the Blood of Virgin
Nudes.
and like all that things that keeps me youth.
Okay.
Actually,
Of course, they
300
have bathing robes though.
She's a lady. She's probably got like a special
Bathing
little-
robe.
Yeah, bathing robe.
That's a thing. They used to.
So
and the Blood of Virgins. Don't forget the Blood of Virgins.
I'm just going to bring some order to this chaos.
Good luck.
So Wookie, I'm just going to say that Veron, or whatever his name is, Velon, will continue to do you a tour.
I'll actually ask again what's in the wands, because you mentioned that they have spell wands.
They're not spell wands. They're just like he uses them. They're used as a focus for their spells. So.
Oh, like an amplifier.
Yeah, they're basically just our arcane focus. So
right.
any spells he has, he uses the wand, if he so chooses to do so. So Ringo continues his search. He doesn't see anything particular, and he goes back out the way he came. So, Carswell, I'll come to you first. What would you like to do?
Sorry, was that me?
Yeah, unless there's anyone else called Carswell. Oh, he's fine.
It's
It was all going so well, says the guy sitting in the dark. Okay, so I'll come
working.
back. Oh, hold it. Carswell's back again. There we go.
Hey, there he is. Almost.
And it's gone again.
Yeah. Okay, I won't come back to Carswell. And Rosa, very quickly, what do you want to do?
Once the guard is gone, I'm planning on trying to search other parts of this building for animal or plant specimens, which I intend to attempt to steal.
So the way that
My
is you will
overall large goal.
Yeah, you will be following Ringo around the museum. Is that what
I'm gonna try and whisper to Rosa. It's like we're not here for this. We leave now.
Yeah, you can roll persuasion or something like that if you want.
I don't know her well enough to try and persuade her. I'm just going like, we need to leave. Like, I'm leaving. Like,
Yeah, the mouse gives you the finger. Which you can't see because it's... Oh, no, there's some light. You see a mouse giving you the finger.
I tried. I leave.
From down on the ground.
So Carswell, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, what does Carswell wish to do?
Okay, so he's left the room, has he?
No, no. Oh, yeah, Ringo's left the room, yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, what did the other? What did Song and Ikbo do?
They've gone. They've left out the fire exit.
And Rosa?
Rosa's just sitting there as a mouse, waiting to go further into the museum. Not that you would know that.
Okay. Well, not knowing what Rosa's doing, but knowing that Ikba and Song have the vial, I'm assuming, I'm going to follow the direction they went to.
Okay, so you leave the museum out of the fire.
Yep.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it there. When we start next week, we'll have the group in 3 different parts. We have Anais, who's getting wrinkly in the bath. We have Ikbo and Song and Carswell standing outside on the fire escape. We have Wookie, who's having a guided tour. And we have Rosa, who, for some bizarre reason, is trying to commit suicide as a mouse. So I just want to obviously just thank everyone for joining us on live streaming through the technical difficulties, and I'd like to thank my players for being here. And for the benefit of the video that I take from this, I want to thank the 100+ people who have viewed episode 1 of chapter 1, which didn't run so badly. And also for the 9 new subscribers to the YouTube channel. That's awesome. Hopefully we'll get just as much entertainment out of this video. We will try again next Thursday at 7 o'clock Western Australian time, where I will have a new power supply that doesn't keep blowing things up. And so yeah, thank you for everyone for joining us. And I am going to end the live stream first. Let me just try that. So I'm going to stop live stream. So see you later. I'm waving for pointless reasons because you can't see.
Bye.
See you later. I've stopped the live stream. And
Awesome.
Thanks everyone. And I will see 2 of you tomorrow. Hopefully I can get power restored before tomorrow's session game. That's for Kirra and for Stuart.
Excellent.
Yep. Thanks ever so much for bearing with me through these difficulties, and we shall see you soon.
Welcome,
Sure.
Rosa.
7 o'clock tomorrow, aren't we?
Hey, lovely to meet you guys.
Hey,
What was
Carmon.
that,
Good to meet you, Rosa.
what did you say, Kirra?
Live
We're
long
7
and prosper.
Kirra, what did you say?
We are at 7 o'clock tomorrow, aren't we?
We are, yes. Yeah. All right. I'll see you later.
Go.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.